All right.
Welcome. You're listening to 88.1. You're listening to 89.1 The Exile Radio. I'm your host, Raymond. Here with...
Katie, you can go first and introduce your character.
All right, I'm Katie Thomas. I've been here since the beginning. However, I've been on and off, but I play the druid, the elven druid, who can sometimes transform into a giant bird and bear. Coincidence? I think not. I also have a giant owl now, and that's pretty amazing. And I formed a bond with these wonderful humans.
Are you ready for the wonderful? Okay.
None of us are humans.
Huh?
None of them are.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I am Cece, who is a human, but I play my character Olaplina, who is a elf. She's a rogue, and she can't turn into a bear or a bird, but she can do other things, like eat grass.
She identifies as a cow.
I identify as a cow. I was raised by assassin ninja cows. You can go back to the first episode and hear the entire backstory. But, by the way, we need a side trip where we go and save my family, because I think Raymond killed them.
We don't know.
I don't even eat meat. I don't even know why I did that.
All right, Mr. Corey.
There is no Corey.
Mr. Cruven.
There is only Cruven Spine Crusher.
Crusher
of Spines. CEO of the Crushed Spine. Enthusiast of spine crushing.
Oh, that's
More of
new.
a
Leader of...
the Spine Crusher army. And a hobbyist in spine crushing. Some may call him professional.
He's also an artist, but he only works with spines.
All right, awesome. I think we should jump right in. I think we
Also potato farmer.
I feel like Cruven grinds spines up and snorts them. Probably shouldn't have made that joke, but we're not live today. So
He used to do it. He's quit now. Those days are behind him.
His young and reckless days.
Yeah.
He used to
he used to sit on
Adrenaline
a
rush
throne
would
with a
rage.
mountain of bones.
Spine does.
He used to sit in his group therapy circle and he'd just stare at people, but he'd see right through them and all he'd see was just spines sitting around him.
Hi, I'm Cruven.
Hi, I'm Crush. What? Your spine. I mean, I'm Cruven, spine crushing.
All right, awesome side story.
Hi, would you want to see a picture of my new baby? I bet your baby has a spine.
Awesome. We're going to get back to the game. Back to the world.
Does he crush baby spines?
No, that's awful. Unless that baby was really evil.
Evil baby.
I would really hope not, because I was going to say, we might have to talk about your character.
I mean, some babies are just evil.
Yeah, what if it was a seriously evil baby? It was a mastermind baby? It was a baby with the mind...
These are important questions.
It was a baby with the mind of a 30-year-old.
These are important questions
If it was a baby with the mind of a 30-year-old, and they were a villain, and they were about to kill a million people, would you crush its spine? Could you handle that?
Corey couldn't. Cruven in a heartbeat. Because he's waiting for this scenario to play out.
He's had that dream many times. Some would call it a nightmare. He calls it
a dream.
All right. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Okay.
Where do we leave off, Katie?
Katie, where we leave off? You're the responsible one.
You would think.
I would have
We left off
Did we put out all the
controlling the fires and trying to balance them out, and while our
I
friend
have that
Cruven,
dude.
while we went to go deal with this issue, went back with Olgierd the owl to
Garth.
help Steve out with the king and his...
But we didn't know there was a king. We just knew he was over there.
Yes, but for what the audience would know.
Yeah, what the audience would know is that Steve has the king and his son.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, okay. Let's jump back in.
Yeah, and then I sent...
No, he got there and he's like, we need to get
I
out
sent
of here.
Bronar and Steve to go get the boat
And then Olgierd
Start
was
up
sent
the
to
boat.
find the circus people. Couldn't find
and get
them.
the kids on it. And then
We gotta leave.
Yep, and then I was like, where'd the owl go?
Where'd the owl go?
Oh no, the owl came back.
And didn't
Circus guy, where he at though?
Yeah, circus guy.
Traveling
So
circus.
I remember Bronar and Steve made it back to camp with the children. So they're probably loading up the ship now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're okay. I think we covered everything.
Now
Yes.
it's just escaping the city and understanding that Vax is in the eye of the storm
Did you
and
get new
he's
dice?
hungry. Well, I've had these dice, but they're not really.
Your cup of tea.
I mean, no, they're
They're not
amazing.
pretty enough for you.
No, they're amazing. I love them, but they're not my dice. Mine are still missing.
Oh,
Whose dice are those?
I had bought these dice for someone who plays D&D with me at like my home session, and they leave them at the house. So
Gotcha. That makes sense.
okay.
Well, the bright side to having clear dice like this, though, is that they're actually weighted more evenly. They're made with a higher quality plastic.
Nice.
You're a nerd. Anywho.
Anyways, back to the game.
Back to this is a part of the game.
Okay.
It counts. So, where is your specific location and who's with you?
I am with Cece and the unconscious Vaxless Knight,
Yeah, we got him.
and
There's
we've just finished putting out all the fires.
Knight, the one who wears all red.
Yes,
And we got a
and
dagger
his
in the
new
back of
logo
his.
with the dagger going through the. everything.
He has a dagger in the back of
The
his
star
knee.
with like a ton of points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a dagger in the back of his knee.
How did that get there?
I threw it.
It's a birthmark, guys. Anywho, what if he has a birthmark there, and but now he doesn't? Could you cut it out? It's like you'll never know how spot on you were. That's what I'm gonna go with. He used to have a birthmark there.
Okay. All right, so.
All right. And then Corey, you're with Steve.
No,
I
Steve
sent
is at
Steve
the.
back. I am making my way to them with V.
And the old guy with the
Sakon.
with the big owl eyes.
V, Sakon, the owl,
Oh yeah, because you
Rolo.
left with V.
The
and you
king.
were at V's.
the king's son,
Rolo.
Rolo, and an army of old people.
So wait, are you telling? Wait, hold the phone.
We did leave
If
off with
some
you
get-
talking to V, didn't we? And she.
No,
hit
you left with us talking to the owl, headed to them.
Aren't you? Wait, are you telling me that you're
Send it to you
on?
guys.
You're on the owl with V yourself and the old man?
A bunch of old men. Well, hey, if we lost some of them, I'm
No.
not
Do
going
you remember
back
when
for
I
it.
told you and Steve?
Only you can fit.
Do you remember when
Yeah,
I
you
told
can
you
only
and Steve
fit
that
on the
only
owl.
you only?
We're not riding the owl.
That's
I
what
just
I
got
asked
done
you.
talking to the owl.
Yeah, I just asked you if
No.
you were on the owl.
No.
You said yes.
Sorry.
It's all
I thought
good.
you said, am I on the
That's
island?
okay.
You also-
I'm like, we're all on
We
the
just have
island.
miscommunication.
I think
Okay.
you also have Thodrum.
Yeah, Thad's was with us too.
Yep, Thadrum went with you. I
I
remember
got a
that.
whole entourage.
And Perrick. And
Got a
Perrick.
whole
Peric.
Perrick.
I forgot about. I still don't
I
remember.
don't like
Peric.
Perrick that much.
No, no.
He's my favorite now.
He's not my,
Okay.
he is not my favorite.
Okay. So where are we picking up at?
Well, it's like I tortured him. We got his.
We
Oh,
gone
that
through a
dude!
lot
I remember
together.
now.
Yeah, I tortured him. I
remember.
took his dagger. I made everyone think he was dead.
Sword.
You know,
Yeah, I
like we
remember
got a
him now.
thing going.
I remember him now.
Now
Okay.
he's a bus boy.
It
Okay.
was a short sword.
Crazy
not a dagger.
times.
Okay.
Get your stuff together.
All right. Where are we picking up?
We're going to pick up with Katie and you.
Okay.
All right.
Because majority vote and there's more you than there is of
Okay.
Corey.
Did we get all the five out?
Yes.
Oh, there was
Okay, there's-
much more of me.
Okay,
a lot of people.
I just kind of look over at Kelwin. I'm just like, okay, what do we do now?
Well,
Because we got an extra dude now. I mean, I'm sure
Yes.
you could fit on the owl, on you.
well, I'm sure that I could carry both of you if I transform back into an owl,
Yeah.
which I think that we should do.
But where should we go?
The fire's out.
You do that a day. Do you know?
Because the owl is 0.1, but I'm also circle of the moon. I can do it about 3 times a day, but I did use my combat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that might deplete it.
And you're also like super
So we might just,
exhausted.
we might be
So
by
I don't
foot
think
now.
I'd be able to carry you logically.
Okay, so we're just by foot now. Pretty much. Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's your guys' call.
Where are we, where are we gonna go?
Well, we are on the dwarven side, like on the halfling and dwarven side, so we could go to see where Pippi
I'm
and
coming.
Pippi and the children are.
I'll be there soon.
So let's go over to
Well,
where the
I
kids
hope
are.
that they're there when I get there.
I think I'm hearing something. Okay, so we just start heading over.
Yeah, did we want to bind up the?
I feel like we
Right.
need to tie him up and just drag him
Crush his
along.
spine.
We gotta interrogate him first.
You guys
Yeah,
are way
you
less
could crush a
cruel.
spine and
Like
interrogate.
than the other groups I've played with. Like the other groups have been like, I'm just gonna like, you know how we have a dagger in one of his joints? Let's just stick a dagger into all of his joints. Like that's
And
the
then
kind
crush his spine.
That's the kind of people I typically play with.
Okay, so
He
yeah.
could, he
That's
could
how I
talk
play.
with a crushed spine.
Do I have rope? I just don't know how much rope.
50 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
You could do a lot with that kind of rope.
All right, I'll tie him up with. Is 25 feet enough? I feel like that's plenty.
Well, where are you tying
That's-
him up? You tying his like arms to his body? You tying his hands behind his back?
I'm like around.
Yeah, think of like a mummy, but with
Yeah, rope.
That's like the worst way to tie someone up. That would
No.
take like all 50 feet.
Okay.
No, don't do
Okay.
it that way.
It's like super easy to get out of that.
She was like, is this how you do it?
And then Kelwin's just like, no, let me tie him
Right,
up.
yeah.
So to clarify, you're not gonna do that?
No.
Can I tell you that's a bad idea? He's still got a dagger on him, and like when you're like this, you can still move your hands. So it's like you just reach down, grab your dagger, and cut your way up.
Yeah, I'm
Also,
going,
the
I'm going to
dagger
bind
is
his
in a
hands
place where if
behind
we
his
take
back
it
and do
out,
like a
he's
little
gonna-
hand tie.
It's on an artery. He's
Yeah, he's gonna bleed out if we take it out. So.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave it and we're gonna hog tie him in a way that positions his leg up. So it's gonna be painful.
Just take prestidigitation, light a candle, and just burn around it so his skin starts to kind of like form around the dagger. So now it's like a part of him.
Okay.
And it's even more dangerous for him
Cauterize
to take it out. Yeah, cauterize it.
I mean, I guess I could cauterize it if I took it out.
That's a
now.
great idea, God.
That's a great idea.
Well, no, you've already severed his artery. So
yeah, there's nothing left we can do. So okay,
So yeah, I'd just like
He's
to
becoming-
bind him.
He's becoming more and more like kind of queasy, and like you can tell that he's kind of.
well, we
fading.
knocked him out.
He's kind of fading. Yeah, I know.
Well,
yeah,
still,
crush his
he's-
spine.
Okay.
He's
he-
gonna die.
You can tell that like
Okay.
he's not struggling out of the pain. Like he's just flat.
Okay. Well, you tie him up. I'm grabbing my other dagger that's on the
Alright.
ground over here.
So
So-
while he's kind of fading, I'd like to wake him up right here and now. I'll give him a
I
backhand.
need to borrow your pencil.
Do I have to roll
Thank
for
you.
that?
No.
Okay. Does it do anything?
1d4.
I mean, are you trying to do it for damage or for?
No, just to
intimidation?
wake him up.
Oh, to wake him. Okay, he wakes up.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up?
I
How
feel
you
like
doing,
he's
dude?
already in a situation. He's
Actually, roll a
bound.
d20. That's we're gonna play it by rules.
5. No modifier.
He's too out of it.
All right.
He can, but however, he can hear whatever you're saying.
Well, that's not going to help me if he's not going to respond.
Okay, so let's just tie him up and bring him along, and when he
Yeah,
comes
but you can
to,
tell him a secret to get it off your chest if you really wanted to.
I'm going to find Vax,
And-
and when I do,
he's gonna die.
Hey,
I'm going to crush all of your spine.
I stole Steve's candle stick and I stole Steve's hat of disguise a while back. And I
left
just
him
gave
with
him a
enough-
regular hat. And he hasn't realized for the longest time. And I just feel really bad about it. Because I haven't used it.
Why did you do that?
I'm just kidding. Like,
It's
that's
just
the
made
secret
up.
that you're telling the.
Okay, anyways. Okay,
But I
so
should do that.
you tie him up? Did you tie him up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start walking.
I'll just heft him.
Wait, who's stronger? Who's stronger?
You
to
are.
Pull him? Okay, I'll pull
Also,
him
you're
along.
exhausted.
Yeah. I'm not going to be doing anything.
All right, I just kind of pull him
Wait,
along.
can you like
You
carry me on
carry
your
him
back?
like no.
No, I'm
She's a cow, so she just like moves like a cow with him on her back.
Right.
I mean, I don't. Could I carry her on my back while dragging a dude?
Drag him with your teeth
Make a
and
strength check and you can try.
Cows got strong teeth.
But remember, you're carrying the guy in armor, your equipment,
Can you walk?
and her equipment.
You can walk.
Hey,
I could walk. I just choose
Look.
not to.
take his armor off. Like he don't need clothes.
Yeah, I'm like
Can I take-
two travelers.
I wanna take his armor.
backpacks. Two travelers.
You can
one
actually carry
night
his armor.
in like full.
Hey,
metal
and
armor.
But
you know
is
what?
it good for?
Is he gonna need those limbs?
He's not.
Those are a couple pounds right
Can
there.
Can I take his armor and wear it?
Can I take his limbs and wear
Okay,
them?
I do it.
Okay.
So what's my new armor?
It's a little tight on you
Mm-hmm.
because he is a lot smaller than you.
Yeah, you decided that you wanted to be.
You
a
decided you want
giant
to be
elf.
massive.
Oh yeah, you are 6'8".
6'8", 160,
That's
As
a
most
really
cows
tall.
are.
86
You
pounds.
are super tall and like you're a giant twig. You're a walking twig.
Yeah.
So you're tall, but you're
Yeah, you can wear his armor. Right now you're in full red armor.
Okay.
But it's like a crop top.
Do you want to keep your
Honestly.
hood though? Your cow print hood.
Yeah. Does it disguise my face? Can they still tell it's me?
If you put the helmet on. Do you put the helmet on?
I just carry the helmet. I don't want them to get the wrong idea, because when we come up to the kids' camp, they might be like
Hey guys!
scared. They might be scared, so I'm just gonna keep the helmet off for right
And this
now.
is like Ferrari red. Like it's bright red.
Yeah. Oh, this would be great when we come across the army and have this armor.
While we're here, could I use my druidcraft to kind of write into the road a little message for Cruven if he flies over, if he walks?
Go to
New
children.
phone, who dis?
Go to kids.
Went to pick up the kids.
I feel like you should say go to kids. It's less work.
Hey, will you roll a d4 for me?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm scared now. 1.
All right. So the type of armor that this specific guy is wearing is plate mail.
Okay.
Red plate mail. Okay. Which is a heavy armor. Mm-hmm. All right. It consists of shaped interlocking metal plates to cover the entire body. A suit of plate includes gauntlets, heavy leather boots, a visored helmet, and thick layers of padding underneath the armor. Buckles and straps distribute the weight all over the body. All right. Heavy armor has the best protection. These suits of armor cover the entire body and are designed to stop a wider range of attacks. Only proficient warriors can manage their weight and bulk. Heavy armor doesn't let you add your dexterity modifier to your armor class, but it also doesn't penalize you if your dexterity modifier is negative. So you have
I have a +4 modifier for dexterity.
Are you proficient with heavy armor?
No. Not as far as I know. So I can more of just keep it, but I can't wear it because I'm not proficient with it.
You can't handle the weight.
Okay.
That's what it's saying. You can't handle the weight.
Okay.
It's like you could put it on and just stand there. It'll look cool. Like you could maybe take some selfies and then have someone help you out of it. It'd be nice. However, this plate mail has it requires, I think, that you have a strength of something.
I feel like we should keep it anyways. Just
you get it. It'll give you that disadvantage when on stealth rolls. It's worth. So typically, plate armor is worth 1,500 gold pieces.
We can help him with his gauntlet.
This specific one is such high quality; it's worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
So it is it's worth a lot of money. And let's see, it has a armor class of 18.
Okay. I can't wear it, but I'm gonna take it. Took it off.
Corey, did you hear
I'm
me?
just gonna keep it. Armor class of 18. Okay.
What kind of armor do you have, Corey?
He has 16.
Yeah, right now. I'm not there though.
Yeah. So he's just kind of.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just.
I was just saying, like maybe because maybe you're a paladin, and maybe paladins are proficient with heavy armor.
They are.
Yeah.
Does
So
someone
I'm.
wear
so
that?
maybe
You know
like you
that
could.
I am.
So maybe you could like want it and like.
So I'm just like, I can't wear it. Well, let's just take it. All right. I drag him along while Katie follows behind and walks.
I finish up my message and leave a little
Heart.
a little heart at the end of it.
Go to kids.
Oh, I just thought of the coolest image in my head of Corey. Corey, imagine you wearing this armor, right? But the armor is full black, like matte black, and then just with white, somebody took a white paint and painted a spine on the back of it. Like to show where your spine was, and it's just this big spine. So like you're walking around in this sort of like post-apocalyptic armor that's like it's like spray painted.
Now it's Fallout. We ventured Fallout.
And it's like you're walking around with this orc, and you pull out these like shiny.
You should put a K with
blades
it,
and stuff, but like it's completely
so they know
black.
it's you.
And it's just, oh my gosh.
K.
I just picture like the spine painted on the back, and please do it.
Okay, what?
It'd be so
K
cool,
for
Corey.
I'll paint it
Kelwin.
with Max's blood.
Oh, man, Corey, that'd be so cool.
Okay. Anyways.
I put a little K inside the heart.
Okay, so we start walking towards kids' base camp.
Kitty corner.
Kid base camp.
Personalize the paladin class for you, and we can make it sort of like we could try to make it more of the sort of reluctant paladin. You know, we should
Where
really
it's
do
like
that.
barbarians.
Like you tried, but like you started to go downhill, and that's where this like armor and all this stuff comes from.
Maybe.
You know, but you start to like kind of like you and your polar bear, you butt heads, but you're both kind of like like he's making you more good and you're making him more bad, so you're both kind of balancing each other out. It'd be so cool. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
We're gonna do that in a one shot.
I
if
like
you
how the
want to.
polar bear is the good guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like,
Well,
Polar
he's
bears are serial
celestial.
killers.
this is the reason we're talking about this is because like this is. I think that this is also one of the most interesting things to talk about. Like when you're playing D&D, like just watching people play isn't always the most fun. But we're gonna still stay on track as much as we can. So
Right.
where are we at?
We're walking, and I'm dragging the dude.
So we're off to the kids' camp.
Yes,
I've
we're
left
off
the
to-
message in the dirt.
Base camp. We're off to base camp with the children.
Cool. Yeah.
Wait, can I make a perception
The children
check?
are currently packing up like crazy. Like they're about to. They're ready to almost move their everything
Right.
they have. Like they're all set.
I want to make a perception check as we're walking, just to
Well,
look.
why don't we just kill the guy now? We already have his armor.
Because we wanted information. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he knows something.
I don't know. I'm like the
He's gonna
past
know
few
the
He's
sound of the
basically
spine
gonna
crusher.
die anyways, so might as well try to get something out of him. And if he doesn't tell us anything, then he'll die anyways. So he's already at our mercy. Let's at least
You're lucky Cruven's not there.
try to get something out of him, see if he has
That spine would have
something.
been crushed a long time ago.
I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
Can I stop her quarterstaff?
You can definitely try.
Okay.
That's what happens when she
You
doesn't
make
get away.
You make you roll for it. You roll to stop it.
Okay.
You use dexterity. You use whatever your quarterstaff requires.
Oh, yep, nope.
Is your quarterstaff your arcane
I'm
focus?
proficient in that too, so it's a +1.
I did not stop her.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I forgot that you can have proficiency. I need to like reread the rules and stuff.
Okay, yeah,
Proficiency
so
bonus
It's been a while, to be
+2,
honest.
+3.
what did you have?
It's been a while
It's 2.
since I had read the
Plus my
rules of
proficiency
the
bonus and
game.
proficiency bonus for the weapon. It would be 15?
Yeah, you
Or
hit
16.
him. She hits him.
16. It'd be
Trying
16.
to kill him?
Yeah.
You're beating him to death. Okay.
Well, I just want to like hit him like right in the head, just like.
But you trying to kill him? Is that what
Yes.
You're okay.
Yeah,
Roll
yeah.
the 15. Roll for damage.
All right. Unless it's 1d6 and bludgeoning.
All right. I have his. I'm gonna write down his current hit points. If you do more than that, he's dead. Okay.
All right. Which one was the d6? The
I already
dice?
wrote it down.
The one
so
with the
I'm not
6.
making it up.
This is D6.
Yes. 4. And then is there?
4.
Hey, he's dead.
Oh,
Roll
he's-
4. He's dead.
Okay.
He had a lot more than 4 when he started this.
I just look at Kelwin. I'm just like, we could have got something.
He was dying.
I take my dagger out of
What, did you
him.
think he was cute?
No. I took my dagger out of him. I wiped the blood off on my whatever I'm wearing. I put it back. I'm like, come on.
Normally, I would agree with you.
Aren't you an assassin?
But in this
Cal?
case, he was either going to die and be reanimated or his power would be drawn out.
Where's our merciless cow assassin? I mean, really, like
I'm disappointed.
I am too.
I am
actually.
trying to get information so we are more prepared to go into the eye of the storm.
We did sort of. I began this campaign a lighthearted.
reading books, making water devons.
Yes. And
I quote,
I've
I like
s-
to read books and solve mysteries.
yeah,
So what'd you do to Scooby-Doo?
Velma has taken a turn.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
let's
seen
just-
some things.
I'm telling you, that mirror that made her overly confident, like something's still there, I guess.
It hit me hard.
Okay, I use my prestidigitation and just set him on fire. Just burn the body. No information.
There we go. That's
Hey,
what I want to see more of.
Corey, when we make it, you know what's the big times? You know what we need to do? We need to get mirrors, like actual mirrors and stuff, that like have like the symbols on them and the color of the stuff, like one that has a symbol in gold and one that has a symbol in like sapphire, and just like we're gonna make big bucks off of those, Corey. Big bucks.
Okay. I set him on fire with my prestidigitation thing or whatever. I don't know how to say it.
Prestidigitation.
There we go. I set him on fire.
With my Digimon spell.
I'm trying to burn the bodies, so we...
He's dead. He's not moving around. He's not gonna put it out. So yeah, he's on fire.
Sweet. Let's move along.
Yeah.
You smell burning flesh.
Their guard is on
Delicious.
fire.
All right.
Okay, can I make a perception check as we're walking?
I have seen some things.
Did you hear that too? I said, you smell burning flesh. He goes, delicious.
All right, listen, Kelwin's been away from the party for a couple of
You don't know where I've been.
I don't know where she's been. She came back as a giant bird of prey.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check as we're walking.
Do it. You got this.
5. I don't.
You don't got it.
I'll look around.
Can you
too.
bless my dice?
Do you add +2?
Yes, I did.
I have a 10.
Thank you.
I didn't do much.
Yeah, I got a 5. Katie got a 10.
Can you just roll it real quick, just so I know, like, if it worked?
Nope.
Yeah.
1. Nat
You made it
1.
worse.
You get some dust in your eyes and it scratches your retina and you go blind.
Well, I had 5. My perception
Before.
check was
I
5.
was joking.
Oh.
You
It
rolled
was
disadvantage.
funny.
Oh, hilarious. Okay, perception check was 5. Katie's was 10. Katie's was 10. Did we notice anything?
You don't notice anything.
Yep.
You notice that there's stars in the sky.
Wow, that burning body. I can still see it.
Wow, look at that.
You notice that that storm, it's like it's moving like erratically. Like it used to be above the castle, and now it's like over here, and then it's just moving constantly.
Can I do a magic
It's
check?
like it's searching for something.
An arcana, just check and see if there's like a pattern to it.
Of course you can.
All right.
Do it, Katie.
18.
Nice.
It is going in the shape of a star.
Mm,
What did you notice?
Nothing. The
But-
stars in the sky.
What did you notice?
it's going in the shape of a star.
Anyhow.
Okay, so we keep moving along.
And what did you notice?
How
Is it-
Look
far?
at the camera.
Is it the star with the added points? Or is it just like the average?
Average star.
Average star.
Okay.
Well, it's the average star, but every time it creates the same pattern, and it's only gone in 2 intervals so far. It shifts a little bit, and then it makes another star. And then
How
it
many
shifts again.
points
Ever
were
go on
on?
PowerPoint and rotate, copy something and rotate it over and
Yeah.
over again? How it gets more, yeah.
How many points are on the armor? How many points are on the armor?
We're not sponsored by PowerPoint or Microsoft. What?
How many points of the weird star in their thing are there?
And the searching
I'm-
star? 5?
On their armor. The
Oh.
There's an answer to that. I don't have it yet because I'm actually going to make the logo.
okay.
So, like, when I make it, I'll count them then. There is an answer. I just don't have it yet.
Well, if there's the added 4.
And I just stole that from Matthew Mercer. So, I will give you the answer by next game.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I just don't have, like, I want to make it because I want to make it look good too. So if I said 100 right now, but like I do it and all of a sudden there's 101.
Well, I'm just thinking in a way of however many times it rotates, might be the same amount. It might just be replicating this emblem in the air. So I was asking if we had so we can watch it how many time frames like we
Yeah,
have.
it is making, yeah, I understand. I can tell you that the way it's doing it, it's going to take until morning.
Okay.
I can tell you that much, but I can't see the points like I
How
said.
far are we
Because I have
from
to
the-
make sure it looks good.
Yeah. How far are we from base camp? Kid camp. Camp Kitty. Kitty camp.
Stop, please.
Okay.
Stop.
How far are we from there?
How far are you? It's going to take you until... What time is it again? Do you remember what I said
I
last
do
time?
not remember.
Didn't I say
It was like
morning?
around noon.
I
the
thought I
last
said...
time.
I mean,
thought I said
keep in
noon.
No, it was morning. It was morning because it was the early bird special.
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
Steve, it's the early bird special at these. Steve also is there, so you're gonna end up meeting him halfway because he's already gathering the kids, and you're going that way too. So
okay.
you're gonna end up meeting him
It's
halfway.
gonna... I'd say that by now, you guys arrive at the kids' place, and
Okay.
you arrive...
Well, when they arrive a little bit before arriving to the kids' place, because Steve's also got the kids. So you know how like they're
But
heading this
didn't-
way, Steve's
oh,
heading
yeah,
this
'cause he
way.
told
and
me
Yeah,
they
that,
they're,
didn't
they're
halfway.
going. They're merging. Yeah.
So we
They
merged.
completely
guys-
miss each other.
You guys,
Hey.
you guys kind of are together, and I know that I've been making travel times go back and forth, and like 1 minute, one time it takes you 3 hours to get somewhere, and then it takes 5. We're gonna say it takes you until noon.
Okay, so we run into Steve and the
For
children.
you all to meet up and everybody be there. All the
Gonna
children.
vote. All the lizard people.
Are you guys? But I mean all of you. So that includes Corey. So it's gonna take Corey.
Me?
Yeah, it takes. You're going to them too, right?
Yeah.
It takes you until noon. So let's just say that some hours pass and it becomes noon, and you are all together again. This is this is the middle spot.
That's where we're all
Okay,
at.
are we
right
going
now.
to
half
do?
of you were here, half of you were here.
So
You're
let-
gonna meet in the middle.
I got you. So let me ask you this. So we're here with all the kids hiding. He's bringing the boat. Are we going to do a time lapse here, or are we just gonna?
It's gonna be a jump cut to the end of the day. We're just gonna
Okay.
jump right to the
That's
end
what
of
I.
the day.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're here.
So I'm
So
curious.
I
about.
will do a
So-
short rest while you guys
so
watch
just-
over the
Yeah,
kids.
I'm gonna do a
Susan?
rest as well.
Clarify, you were here with everybody and all the children, and only two of you, Bronar and Steve, are gonna teleport, and then he's gonna talk to them and he's gonna bring the boat back. So right now we're gonna say that happened. Steve teleports with Bronar. It's successful. They have the conversation. He kind of explains the danger and kind of how you all agree that you're leaving and that you're kind of trying to build this army, and that it's sort of a free training experience for his men. He can make his gang even more powerful, and that's kind of what persuades Zashron to.
I want to
his
hear.
ship.
I want to hear Rowan persuade him though.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Sashwan.
he's
Yo,
not
guys, you want them to get stronger? You want them to get ripped? I don't know. What's your guys' Rowan impression of how convincing?
Anyways, he persuades him, and then late at night once the
You gonna sit back next to your DM screen?
I know,
Or you
right.
gonna do it here?
I am.
I'm pulling up the seat,
I'm
my
going to
friend.
point something else out real quick. So at the end of the day, they have arrived. Here you see the ship kind of pull up. You see that this star thing, the more times it's being done, the faster it gets. So every time it completes one repetition, it gets faster, and it gets faster, and it's almost on fast forward. So it's the storm, but it's weird because it's like the storm is it's almost like the storm is a solid object and it's not a gas. Like when it moves from place to place, it doesn't leave like a little bit behind. It's like zipping through the sky, like in circles or in a star shape, but kind of fits into a circle. Anyways, so the boat pulls up and it is almost complete. It's like dusk, right?
During that time of when we get there and when Rowan gets the boat, I start fixing my bow.
All right, cool. Yeah, so in that time, your bow is fixed.
Okay.
By now, it is fixed. You're proficient with short bows? Yeah, it's fixed.
I've meditated.
Plus you were raised in the woods like that. Yeah, completely makes sense.
I was raised in the trees, actually, to be specific.
Actually, let's just to see how well you fixed it. Roll a d20 and do survival.
I was petting my
There.
Polar bear.
14.
solid bear, so just like
14.
going through them.
Are they not solid? I thought
Celestials?
Celestials?
I don't know.
Maybe-
I think they are. I'm sure they are. I thought a picture the funny
14.
thing of a ghost
I mean,
bear.
what?
It's not a ghost.
How,
It's more of like an angel.
Yeah,
How would you use a mount that isn't
14?
solid?
Yes.
It is fixed.
like invisible
it's
jet.
like it's almost brand new. It's
Okay.
it's you know.
That would have to
Did
be
it take my
solid.
entire time to
Right?
fix it? The entire time to fix it, or was I able to meditate for a little bit?
You within the 4 hours, so it was noon, right?
Okay.
And it's dusk right now, so we're gonna say it's like we're gonna go with 8 o'clock
Okay.
in like the time. So from 12 to 8, so that's 8 hours you spent for fixing your bow and doing other little things you had to do, and then we can say you spent the other 4 hours meditating. So you
Okay,
have,
so I'm fully
you
rested.
have all your health back.
Okay.
You as well.
Can I borrow your pencil?
All your spell slots.
Thank you.
All your spell slots are back. So you are all here with the boat. This is where the king is. Get out of there.
Well, the king is with us. The Vax is here.
the castle. The
That's
castle.
the king's castle.
Yes.
Okay, so as we head, I want to stop by the docks where the orcs are.
Stop by the docks where the orcs are.
So the drawbridge?
Right.
So
Oh, God.
I lay out the bridge and I go to the orcs and I say,
Get in.
I found the place.
I found place.
Yeah.
They see
know,
this
they're
giant
like,
ship.
"Where?"
They're intimidated by it. So
But they've also they've talked to me and I've talked to their leader.
you talk to their leader. You haven't really talked to them as much. Persuade them to get on the boat.
Get on the boat.
You wanted funny encounters. Here you go.
Okay.
Also, I just want. Can you guys, before you do all that, when you guys pull up, can you make perception checks?
Yes.
Steve is back. Steve is kind of working. He's kind of managing the crew below deck, and you can hear him kind of screaming at the crew members, but like half the stuff makes sense, and then the other half is just like him screaming at them for like, "Did you talk to my wife?" He doesn't have a wife. He's just yelling at them about his wife.
I got a 12 for perception.
Yeah, 12.
Yes.
Okay.
2.
Congratulations.
I rolled a 2, but I have a 6.
La-dee-da.
So you got 6. You got 6, or you had plus 6?
She got 6.
Gotcha. So 6, 15.
12.
6.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
I'm
We all
sorry.
rolled so bad.
2. Corey, you notice that
My bear is super cool. Like, it's a god bear. Oh my gosh.
you notice that you're at the king's castle. Now your bear is super cool.
Super, super cool.
Super duper cool.
Miss Katie.
Katie, you notice. Let's see. You notice. You both notice this. Is that the castle is kind of already been like it's in the middle of being painted a different color. New
Wow, this
tapestries.
guy's priorities are
New
weird.
tapestries are being hang. Or hung. I don't know. Hang.
Hung.
No, I'm pretty sure we covered this thing. Hung.
Okay,
isn't really a thing.
anyways, the new
It's slang.
tapestries are
It's
up.
slang. I think. Who cares? I don't care. You don't care. We don't care. And then what you notice specifically is that there's these boats.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as big as yours. They're similar styles, but they're half the size of the black ship you're on. But these ones are entirely red, just like that armor.
Are they wooden?
There are 2 of these. They're a combination of like wood and like this really like it's kind of like the metal you had, but it's more of a sheet metal. It's very thin, and that's for protection, and that's lining. So it has this.
So if I were to set
So it's-
some part of it that is
it's-
wood on fire,
It's like
would it burn?
it's sort of like this. How do I explain this? The ship is gray.
Crush its spine. Crush the spine of the ship.
The ship's wood is painted gray.
Okay.
But like the metal trim with the bolts, you know, that holds the pieces of wood together, that's like this. That's that same bright red.
So it'll burn.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They're half the size of your current ship, and your current ship is
Or we just take them over.
you guys have everybody on the ship. Your current ship is not Mayflower crowded,
I look
but
at
it's crowded.
what's his name? Shashwan.
Zashron.
Jashron. I say,
Zashron.
do you want more boats?
Well, did we convince the orcs?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where we're at right now in the time. Have we gone back? Have
Well,
we-
right now you're arriving and you're kind of seeing everything.
As I see everything, I look at him and say, "You want more boats?
Let's burn most
How
of
many
them
boats
and
you
take-
want?
That makes me want to the whole Georgie. You want your boat?
You want your boats?
You want your boat, Zashron? You want your boat?
Oh, by the way, in the 8 hours, I gifted you the armor.
Oh, hey. Thanks. What's it look like? Like, what's this armor look like again?
Well,
Okay.
it's little, isn't it, though? Oh, but it would fit you more because you're 6'8". I always forget.
What color is it? Like,
It's bright red, Ferrari red.
It's like a bright red.
You can paint it.
However, Zashron's ship is painted black. and-
I know,
So
but
maybe he
like
has-
it hasn't crossed his mind yet. Like we'll get there eventually, but right now he sees it and thinks it can't go back.
It's
Like it's when you get a car that's painted a certain way and you're just like, oh, thank. Like you could paint it, but
like
As it is right
don't
now,
think
it's
about
not very
it.
appealing. Yeah.
no, he looks like thanks.
Wow.
An avocado.
It's heavy armor, so
Thanks.
appreciate it.
it's bright red.
I love it. I tried to put it on the bear.
When you ask what it looks like, you ever you watched The Last Jedi?
Unfortunately,
You didn't like it?
we'll talk about this a different time.
We'll talk about this on Dead Air. Wednesdays, 5 to 7. I'm the DJ. Anyways. I have business cards. It's pretty cool. Anywho, but you know the red Sith in the red armor? It's like that color.
So the
red.
Imperial Guard.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
that color red.
Ew,
That color red?
not me.
But it's like much more tough. Like, it's much more tough looking.
And there is not a bunch of dresses.
Okay, so we're at the castle.
I say that to Ashwan, Like,
Zashron?
hey, you want more boats?
He kind of like looks down, you know, and he's like, "You got a menu?"
I say,
Right there.
you can have any of these boats. I mean, who's guarding them? Nobody.
So there are 3 of the red boats. He has the manpower that knows how to sail, which is able to. He has enough manpower to man 2 more boats, right? But that means that less people would be on cannons, so you'd have to have like
The children.
children or you guys
And the cannons.
work cannons.
In the
Right? Be ready at the cannons
Yeah.
in those stations. Right?
Cannons got it.
So they'd have to be taught that on the way there.
Well, on the way there.
So he can get 2, and there's 3 of those boats.
I had a whole speech that I wanted to do.
So
that I
if you
forgot
guys
about.
wanted to, you could burn 1 and take 2.
Yeah, I want to burn one. Just
because like they use fire on you, so it's like
haha.
it's a big middle finger.
Haha.
Okay.
Start the fire in the
All
shape
right.
of the middle finger.
Corey,
Do I have my thing with the orcs?
you arrive. You come crashing into the sand. All right, you come right in. Right,
Like a wrecking ball.
the new docks that are being built from from when they were destroyed before. Remember, those ones, like as they're being rebuilt, Zashron just doesn't care, and he just goes. Zashron and Steve just don't care. Like they see it almost being finished, and like you ever see? Unless I remember the guy who's like, "My cabbages,"
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like how he finally gets his cabbages back in the cart, and then it gets destroyed again. It's kind of like that. Like the people are just like they're not even scared; they're just mad because they've been like sweatshop workers on
I'm
the
surprised
dock.
you didn't have the zombies do it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
What's orcs?
Okay.
The guards,
Sorry.
by the way, the guards look really malnourished too. Like not malnourished, but like they look like they haven't eaten in a few days
They've been trained.
since sort of this.
It sucks.
We're sorry.
That's
You're
a
on the
nice
wrong
pun.
side of history.
Getting
Get it 'cause they've
sucks
been
the life out
trained.
of people.
Yeah. Am I by the orcs?
You are at the orcs, and what do you want to be like? Do you want to stand on the front of the ship?
I want to jump down as I want to stand as the bridge comes down.
Oh, okay.
I say out loud to all of them. I give the nod to the leader and I say, "Who here wants to be free? Raise your hands."
They all raise their shackled hands.
I say, "I have the right. Come with me."
That's your speech, Corey. The one that you were preparing for.
Oh, and I say, "Hey, who here's worried about what the king will do if he sees you leave?" I bring the king over. I slap him in the face.
You just see all the orcs go, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and fall back on each other and catch each other. No.
I'd love it if they did that.
They just all kind of like some of them snicker and then they all just start like sprinting for the ship.
But
like,
are they still
it's
shackled?
like it's a stampede.
We'll take the shackles off. It's fine.
It's like a
Yeah.
stampede now.
Uh-huh. I say, if you're gentle, you could each slap them a little bit as you get on, like a high five to the face.
Half of the
I look at the king and say, just go with it.
the king tries to wiggle out your arms and like get away. It's like he knows these orcs will kill him.
I said, if they're gentle, so like if somebody looks like they're about to do it too much, I'm like, no, nice. Nice.
By the end of this, the king's face is like a baboon's butt.
I lay on hands.
He's okay. He's okay again. Take 2 away.
Okay.
So half of Zashron's men, the ones who don't seem too bright, those ones are kind of like toward the orcs, and they're the same way toward basically all the not as intelligent adults, the ones who are more average or below average, which is not a lot of his crew because he keeps a very high standard. That's why he's like the best, most feared, least known gang in the entire
Infamous?
city. Yeah, basically. They are kind of deterred by they're kind of deterred by both sides, really, both races.
I look out at the
They're
both.
deterred by anybody that's not the same race as them, and that goes, so like, you'll see some of like the Dragonborn, they'll have that sort of like,
Yeah.
for the
Lizard folk.
for the lizard folk, however, not Zashron. He's a lizard folk, so like the Dragonborn are still like, like Zashron's cool. Whereas and it's the same thing the other way around.
Sure. I look to the halflings and the orcs. I say, these are your new teachers. I say, orcs, you have earned your rest. Children, your training begins now. Pannon.
You just hear
Russell.
like you just start hearing like panning like in the back, right? Like they're like one of those like sort of mosh pit circles kind of like spread out around panning, right? Like you could have sworn that day that you saw a spotlight on this child, right? He looks down, he starts tapping his foot, and he just starts chanting, crush, 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 and all of a sudden all the kids crush, 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 crush.
What have you done?
Orcs?
Right?
The orcs that?
The orcs are like clanking their chains. They're just crush, crush. But it's more of like crush, crush. And like they're like they have more of like a lisp like crush, crush.
I just look
Oh,
over
wow,
at
they've
Katie.
gone on board
I look
that
over at
ship.
Kelwin. I'm
And
just like,
like
what
the
is going
ship starts
on?
rocking,
I don't
right?
have enough patience for this.
And I just raise a single hand.
They all stop.
And I say, let's go get cooler.
Oh my
Zashron's
gosh.
men grab onto ropes and swing and like fly onto the other ships, right? They start beating the crap out of the guards, right? They throw them overboard. They know the guards are more innocent, but they don't care because they're criminals.
They're in the way.
They're criminals. It's like
The guards are criminals.
cops versus robbers. You know, like the whole
Sure.
game. Throwing them off the sides, beating the crap out of them. You know, they don't kill any, as per your request, I'm sure.
No, I
Do
didn't
whatever
I
you
didn't say
want.
kill.
These
I
are-
didn't even know that there were guards on the boats. I thought they were empty. So I see
No,
them.
no, no.
I see guards being thrown out, and it's like, oh, those were occupied.
Okay.
Didn't see that one.
I figured you would have told them beforehand, but it's like they're like just like going and going and going, and and I want you to know that like you've got other leaders on your ships. Like you've got the king, but his power's kind of gone.
Oh, the king's got not a leader.
no power.
No,
However,
no,
you've
he's
got,
my
you've got
water boy.
Zashron, who is leader of his gang
Mm-hmm.
and the owner of the ship, and then you've got Pippi, who's really in charge of the kids.
And then I've got Pannon.
And we have V.
And then
don't
you've got
we?
Pan, but Pan's
Pannon's
charge
under
of
Pippi.
everything.
he's not really in charge.
Pannon's my
Pannon's
my boy.
Pannon's under
And then-
Pippi.
And
He's
V is
like
good for morale.
my-
wherever
Yeah,
ship she
Marie.
goes.
Yeah, V is just like hurrah.
And then V is sort of like, I mean, really, at the end of the day, she's kind of like a father figure to all
Wait,
of them.
is Sakon still with her?
yes.
And the
Could I,
dog.
like, go and like?
And the dog.
I have a connection with Sakon, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
How close are we to the third boat?
The third boat. Mm-hmm. so they went in between two of them,
Okay.
crashed into the dock that was being rebuilt. So the way it's set up is there was a ship here, a ship here, a broken dock, and then another ship. They crashed here. So half the guys went to the right, half the guys went to the left. You'd have to get out and go, or the shore's over here. You'd have to get out and go to that ship
Okay.
to burn it, or
I was
pull a Viking.
that's what I was thinking.
Pull the whole Viking send-off thing and just burn the ship.
That's the plan. So I'm gonna do I have to explain how I do the entire thing, or can I just roll?
So it depends. Do you want to be cool or do you want to be
I just want to get the job done.
lame?
I just
I
want to
say,
get the
do it cool.
Do it cool. Come on, explain it. Tell us, like, give
What
us.
did, what did I not
give
just
us
get
this
done
cool.
saying? Let's get cooler.
Let's get cool.
Yeah, like it really does. It brings
The Spine
game-
Crusher Army.
Set fire
Let's
to the
get
sails
cooler.
first so they see it from a distance.
It takes sort of a board game and it makes it more into like watching a movie.
Okay, is there sponges on the ship?
There are because the buckets that they use to clean it,
Is it wet right now?
they have spare stock.
Okay, I take one of those sponges and I put it on the end of one of my arrows.
Awesome.
And then I use my presidigitation and I set that on fire.
Did you name it SpongeBob?
Sure.
Anyways,
Sure.
not sponsored.
And then I'm like, okay, I move out of the way.
All right.
You take, what is, hot points.
Hot points. Hot points. Like you're holding it and you're like,
It's actually a hot point.
Oh!
Hot points. All right, and now I'm just
And then I
gonna.
had a question for Katie. So you've played characters that you've used your weapons before. Personally, I don't think I've ever attacked somebody in D&D with a weapon. I've always only attacked with spells, so I don't know this. If she's proficient with a short bow, does she add her proficiency bonus to hit?
To hit.
Yeah,
Yes.
not
to damage.
That I was asking you. I was like, you know what? I assumed so, but I also didn't want to like do it. So turns out you can add 2.
Okay.
When you roll.
Well, with my
Which is super
dexterity,
embarrassing for me to say, but I've always played.
which
bards
is
and
dexterity, so I'd
sorcerers.
have the 4 plus the 2, so essentially 6.
Well, actually,
Or would it
does it say on there with your weapon a bonus to your attack?
I don't have anything.
Then
I don't know, because
So it is based on dexterity,
you could.
and she's proficient with the weapon.
Yeah.
So does she add dexterity? So she has a 4 in dexterity, and she has a 2 in proficiency. So would she add 6 to her roll? Is that how that works? I've never really known. You know? You got any idea?
I'm sorry. What? Who's calling?
Well, since you were proficient, I would just.
Go ahead and.
And you're using
I
dexterity.
don't believe that you necessarily do that. I think what that affects is this right here. Is your attack bonus.
That's what
Okay.
I
Now
was looking at.
You do have a +2 to hit for those kinds of weapons. So what are you using?
short bow. Short
A short bow. So roll and then add 2 to your roll.
Yeah.
What about my dexterity? Because my dexterity bonus
yeah,
is better
you're right.
than my
So when you roll,
proficiency.
you add your dexterity plus the 2.
So, yeah,
So
we're saying-
essentially
So we're saying, do
6.
we add 6 or do we just add 2 or just add 4? That's what we want to know.
The 6 then.
6.
I
Okay.
should know this. I really should.
Okay.
I guess I never took the time to learn it.
All right, and to get a better aim, I'm just gonna climb up the crow's nest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, is it like?
Do you want to light the thing on fire once you're up there, or do you want to climb up the wooden?
Yeah, I'm
ladder?
gonna.
The wooden ladder with the flaming sponge with children below you.
That's not a good idea.
Oops.
I just thought of it once I was ready to go. I'm like, it'd be better if I was up on the crow's nest.
Well, you haven't done it yet, so you can.
Okay,
You can say,
yes.
I take that back, actually.
Take it back. I climb up the ladder to the crow's nest, and I'm just like, real quick.
Yo, guys.
It's okay.
1 second.
So I climb up, and then I sponge on, what I just explained, and now I'm gonna roll to see if I hit the ship.
Do it.
Do I have advantage because I am up higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. We're gonna use the other roll. I have 13.
13. You rolled twice.
Yeah, I got a nat 1 the first roll.
And the second one.
7.
And then
Plus my 6.
Yeah, so you added your 6. You got what again? 12?
13.
Or 13. My bad. Sorry. Not a math day for me. Hit.
Okay.
Hit. But it hits like just above where the water is. So like it stabs into it, and it sits there, and you're like, nothing happened. It hit the water, or it went out, or something.
I call it. Give me
that-
another sponge.
No, we see it and we go, oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
2 minutes go by, and you just start to see.
Hit the
It's
cannon
to grow
powder.
upward.
Hit the gunpowder.
I'm just like,
And then-
well, that was that.
And then after you've been kind of watching it for the 2 minutes, you sort of like turn around and you just see Zashron standing. And he goes, "Well, there goes that loot." You guys didn't loot the ship.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
What do you have? You don't really have much use for money where you're
No.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Where
like,
we're going, we won't need.
But their food
Money.
stocks that they had any. I wouldn't think so though, because it wasn't
it's
sailing
not.
yet.
It wasn't.
It's man. That's why there's guards on it. They're man. But
Yeah.
who cares? Who gives a hoot and hand?
Okay.
Who gives a hoot nanny?
All right. So there's no more ships.
Sorry, I've got like a scratchy throat.
No more ships.
You're good.
No.
Any
Okay.
prisoners? Did they?
No.
when
Well, not
they-
yet. They're either being. You see some being built. You see some like obviously there might be some he bought and they're going to be delivered. But as you can see, there are no other.
He's got a
complete
shipment
ships.
coming in.
That was a good one, Corey. That
Okay.
was a really good. I know I'm not laughing, but that was funny.
My dad jokes are on point today.
I look down at the
His
children. I'm
Father's
just
Day is coming
like,
up.
I got it.
Yeah.
No, I look at Cruven. I'm just like, you proud of me, Dad?
I say, of what? I missed it.
I also had a question. So, like, are you going to be the person who like brings like before your daughter's old enough to have like an opinion? Are you going to like bring her places and be like, all right, there's 3 of us here, me, you, and my daughter, right? Majority vote. Me and my daughter vote this, and
Oh, yeah,
like
of course.
and win. I feel
Oh,
like
I can't wait to take her to the
I would do
Renaissance
that.
Festival.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
that would be so cool.
Yeah. What do you
Okay.
want to be? You want to be a fairy? You want to be a warrior? What do you want?
I'm gonna be a dragon.
You got it.
I want to be a crushed spine.
Ooh.
Not like
Okay.
that, not like I mean like a costume of a spine. That's
Okay, I want to like.
gosh, Corey.
I want to be fancy and not go down the ladder of the crow's nest, but like, take a rope and just kind of
Seem the
swing
worst.
down. I want
Alright.
to swing down.
I'll swing down.
Don't fall.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So you want to slide down the rope?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
dexterity.
Would that be dexterity or acrobatics?
Ooh.
Athletics.
Oh, athletics.
Haha. Threw one at ya.
Huh.
Your athletics is right here.
Is 2. If it was, is there any way I could do it acrobatically? Because my modifier for that is
Can I do
better.
it acrobatically?
Well,
Can I do something intimidatingly?
You're going into a
I
backflip
growl
off
at
the
the
crow's nest and try not to break your legs. Sure.
I haven't been drawing great lately.
But if-
I'm just gonna climb down the ladder.
She thinks about it and goes, nah.
You're climbing down the ladder.
Yeah, because I haven't been rolling
I really
great.
wanted you to disable your hands by like getting them so burnt because you're sliding down a hempen rope. Like, I wanted you to just like lose
No,
all.
I wanted to do is grab a rope and then like swing down.
Oh, you said you didn't want to. You said I don't want to swing. I just want to slide down.
No,
Oh.
I wanted to swing down.
That's so athletics.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. My rolls haven't been great, so I hold the rope and I'm like, nah. And I'm going.
Now you could do it acrobatically if you did it.
wrap your one hand around it and just kind of like sort of like
No, wait,
swing down.
let's try
like
it.
the way the
Let's just
ribbons
try it.
say.
Alright.
Can I do something during all this?
What?
While all this is going down.
Roll acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
try. it.
taking my hammer and I'm breaking the chains of all the orcs.
With the hammer?
With my sword, with my hammer, whatever.
Sword
breaks
probably
chains.
would work.
So with my great sword, I
Saw
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
So now I'm the police.
I'll come down with my lockpick, but I come down. I
Roll a
got a
D20.
12. I got a 12.
It works.
Okay,
You
I'm
swing down it. Like, woo, 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 woo.
and I land perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go to the orcs with my lockpick and just start
No,
taking them out.
no.
Hey,
This is my moment.
I want to help.
This is my moment. I just continue breaking them. Go do something else.
What'd you
What am
roll?
I supposed to do?
Me?
Yeah, you have
For
to
I have to roll one for all these orcs. How
No.
many are there?
Just roll one.
Plus my strength.
Do strength and proficiency.
Okay. So that would be a 17
17? All right, it works. You break every single one of them.
with one swoop. How did he do it? I don't know.
You have them all stand
Spinning
like
hammer.
this
Yeah.
and in a circle around you and you just spin.
That's cool. Okay, awesome.
You can do it if you want. You can be flashy about it.
Where they all do the YMC part of the YMCA.
See, yeah.
Right? And I go, hey!
Hey, Macarena.
All right, sweet. What do we do now?
We don't have rights to that song.
Where do we get out?
We leave. Let's go.
We Devin. All right. So you're gonna split. So the ship is still crowded. So you're gonna filter the children off to the two side ones.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Children,
idea.
orcs, but orcs can rest right now. They've
Yeah.
been
Okay.
working their entire lives.
Are you gonna split them up so like one ship is all the orcs, one ship is all the children?
No,
one
no,
ship?
no. I'm going to integrate it.
Good.
Integrate.
That was the right choice, Corey. I was really.
I'm not into
I was-
separate but equal
I was.
ships.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, Corey, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna try to like four? I
We're
mean,
gonna split
And then
them.
like they all turn on each other and then they start battling each other. And
So
like,
we s-
ooh, this was a bad plan.
We split them evenly in the 3 ships.
All right.
But I'm sure Panon and
So,
Pippi are on ours.
At this point, you know, you've had kind of backlash from the other people, but you know, you've had the children like they're not as good with the cannons because they haven't been practiced with them, but like they're like firing and stuff. So like
No.
the guards met like during all this big thing, like the people aren't
They're
the
acquainted.
guards. They're not getting too close to your ship. They're just staying with. They're kind of like they have shields and they're kind of trying to stop you from getting any closer. 'Cause, like,
I look at them and I say, surrender and come with me.
What's weird though is
Or-
that storm cloud, you'd think it would be above you guys, but it's still trying to finish its pattern. It's like it can't break its pattern.
I think we need to get out of here.
There's almost as
But
if
there's
it
guards
can't
like
break
trying to
its pattern.
stop us, right?
I think they're
still
just
going
backing
in
away. They
Starship.
aren't trying to stop
They're
us. They're just
rotating
like
star.
trying to keep us from getting any closer to them.
I say, anyone willing to surrender, now's your last chance. Come with me or be left to your
How are you
fate."
going to get them to hear you?
They're yelling.
He's
Over the ship.
Aren't they like right in front of me? So they're trying to stop me.
So you're like parked on the beach with, or like you're docked on the beach. So you just rammed through it with the big like sort of like icebreaker on the front of the ship. They're like back by the castle. So
Well,
they're like
does-
off the beach. They're on land and they're kind of trying to like just guard as like just to make sure like you're not about to set an ambush of children or something like an ambush like on land.
I
Just
would
go
do
charging and storm the castle.
no, we just moved them to different ships.
All right.
My yelling wouldn't reach any of them.
What about?
No, like I guess it would because it's like quiet, but you also remember there's a huge storm, there's lightning, it's the booming, like it's really
The loud. Sensory
you-
overload.
I'd say come up with a creative way to make your voice louder.
What do I need to do to make my voice louder?
Just come up with. While he's thinking about that,
You can get closer. You can make something.
Make
what
something.
kind of equipment is on the ship?
On this ship,
Yeah. Like weaponry wise. Weaponry? I can't speak.
weaponry-wise, the
Oh,
cannons,
here's why I
everybody
do.
on the ship is heavily armed. They do have an armory in the basement, however, that is locked.
Okay.
The armory is locked. However, you see that there's a light on inside of it, but it's locked, and you can see that. And there's two very large Dragonborn guarding this specific room. The room is like kind of like it's like around the doorway. It's a two-door. It's like a double door, and it's just like there's just junk and like garbage placed around the door's decoration.
Okay.
Okay, I have the children chant. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And I stand out and I just a hand. Extend the hand.
Like the Gatsby, like the Great Gatsby movie,
Yeah.
like the
Hey.
yeah. I just watched that movie, Mike Lads.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. So far so good.
Anyway. So
I'll create little sensory effects behind you. Little
They the knights.
I
in
got
the
like
distance-
two owls like floating and like a bear I'm on top of.
The knights in
And a
the
cow.
the knights.
Yeah.
The knights in the distance are kind of like banging their shields in sort of like a not happening way. There's people behind. There's generals kind of behind them yelling at them, like giving them the instruction to.
I feel like we need to kill the
Is-
Have
jungle.
the children be like, "Do you want to get your energy and your life sucked?
Yeah.
That sucks."
Well,
It
can I
just
roll
comes
like
out as
a
big
perception?
It comes up as big
Or
giant.
persuasion.
Can
Can I roll a persuasion? Like, can I roll persuasion for the whole theatrical handout? Like, I'm here to save you, because like these guys have heard about.
That's not what surrender means. Surrender means surrender, and like I won't be as hard on you.
Well, then have them say,
Join us. Rally them.
yeah, join or die.
Join or die.
I mean, I'm not gonna kill him.
Join or
So,
be
like,
killed
so
by
do
bags.
deception.
That's a long chance.
So do deception
Deception? Why would I do deception?
because
Why?
you're not gonna kill them.
Well, they're gonna die.
I know. It's join or not die by me.
It's rallying.
That's a lot. It's gonna come out. So the
I know. So
simpler-
I'm like, how
the
do I save
simpler-
this guy?
The simpler what you're saying, the simpler, the less words it is, the less of a jarbled
Join
mess.
us
I
and
know.
live.
All right.
Join and live.
Let me save you.
Join or die is probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be deception. I mean, I guess it doesn't really. It affects everything the same way.
You pick between deception and persuasion if you want.
They're both the same.
I know, I'm just saying, so-
modifier. So
Could
I
I
want to do.
aim
I want to
If
do
it makes you
persuasion.
feel better by picking
If it
one.
makes
over
you
the
feel
other.
better about your moral decisions, then sure. So are you ready for what I got?
Yep.
25.
25. Was it a net 20?
No, it was a 19 with a +6 modifier.
All right. You see some. So before, the shields were perfectly lined up, completely straight. You see some, like you see a third of them kind of like waver and like kind of come out of the single file line, and like kind of waver and stuff. But then you kind of see the you see these generals, right, dressed in similar armor to the ones that you saw, the ones with the fire. However, these ones, their armor is not red; it's gray, and it's kind of got like a silver embroidery.
Did you see if they're under any magic with the Arcana check?
And but anyways, they kind of come by with weapons. These weapons are not like any you've seen before. These weapons aren't bows. They aren't swords. They're sort of like early on, like part magic, part like they're somewhat magic. They're somewhat mechanical. They're a weird mix, but they're basically like they're kind of like guns, and they are like kind of threatening. Like you can go, but
I look to
they're not-
Sheshwan. I say, "Are you?"
Zashron.
Yeah, I say,
Are you guys ready?
Do you have good archers?
Zashron.
Mm-hmm.
He has cannons.
Okay. as cannons.
You
He
got
said-
me.
He's
I've
like,
got
he
you.
said.
I mean,
he said,
I'm proficient
said
with a
you-
bow too, but I don't have one.
He said
Yeah.
that. He said.
I hand you a javelin.
He said that he's
I'm
like.
proficient with that.
He's like, we could have. He said he could have a bow made, but he couldn't like.
If you guys aren't good at shooting it, I don't want to risk it.
I'm proficient with a javelin, so
I hand,
if you want,
I hand
can.
these two. How many generals are there?
It is out of a javelin's range.
Thank-
But what about? Is it in
it's
a?
not. It's in a longbow's range or some sort of like firing type gun.
Could we like
Do they
have
have
like a
longbows?
big
But
little?
it is out of a javelin's range, like a spear, kind of.
Ooh,
It's out of that range.
could we do like a
You're an owl.
Throwing
You can
weapons
fly
out
by
of
and-
range?
no? But you know, like a slingshot, but with the javelin. Can we get some of the ropes and then just kind of tie them up and then just kind of?
Would that still be a dexterity check? So like
I
we're
don't know.
making
Why not
giant
just
bows.
use the cannon?
So because I don't want to hit the guards if they're
Yeah,
trying
he wants to hit the
surrender.
generals.
Gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
Does he have?
But like, did
longbows
you hear what
in
this
the
you just
archer?
suggested? We create like a human bow and arrow. So like we take the rope
And
we
the
have
javelin.
and we like throw it across the boats. So you got a boat here and a boat here, and we throw a rope across.
And we take
And
the
then we
javelin.
take you in owl form, and we put the javelin,
It's
we
just
fling it
flip
back, and then shoot it like a giant arrow.
So I really love the creativity. I love the idea. There's only one problem. There's only one problem. If I get if you're using hempen rope won't stretch and
Ex-
then
yeah.
release.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like,
Wait.
You'll just pull it back and then let go, and it'll just fall out of the ground. Like really pathetically.
You're proficient with a bow, though.
I'm
I can
proficient
transform
with
into an
bows.
owl. Hop on top of me.
You're
That
gonna
sounds.
say I can transform into a bow.
oh,
I can transfer.
I can't do that.
Are they within 60 feet of us? Are they within 60 feet?
The
These
Generals.
These generals, are they within 60 feet?
well, how far are they? They're in the distance of a longbow, so 70 to 300
They're,
feet.
but like
That's still-
not an average longbow. I'm talking like almost like a magic item.
Does he
type-
have it?
magic item type longbow?
Oh yeah, Zashron
they're about
would have
1,000
that.
feet away.
Oh,
1,000 G's.
Yep.
Right, so bye.
Zashron told you that he could have
Get
you
sucked.
a bow made.
can he have me that kind of bow made?
He said he can get you the best bow made, the best kind.
I would like
My
to get a
man?
bow too.
He said,
actually.
however, by the way, the blacksmith that Steve he moved the blacksmith and the blacksmith's brother. He moved that, or no, yeah, the blacksmith and the blacksmith's brother. That Steve met at the shop. He brought them. He gave them sort of an office in a forge. They're kind of working on like weapons for the children right now.
Just working on that stupid gauntlet. Like, they're all annoyed. They're like, this is the dumbest request we've ever gotten. Like, and people are like, hey, could you also, like, I know. Like, this is going to take a long time.
The shopkeep, he's more of the manager, whereas the other brother, he's sort of making the weapons. But he was making.
The manager keeps like, yeah, we could do that. And the shopkeep's like, no, stop it.
No, they're not high quality weapons. He's pumping out basically just daggers, as many daggers as possible for the children. Just an average dagger per child, just so we can have have some sort of weapon. That's not terrible and made by them.
I kind of get closer to Zashron and I put my hand up.
His name is Zashron. Z-A-S-H-R-O-N.
Like the sauce.
Zashron.
Like the Mulan sauce.
It's not Zashwan, it's Zashron.
Ron.
That's
my
McDonald's
from you
sauce.
guys.
Zashron. I guess
Zashron.
Stop saying
Zashwan.
Zashwan.
I said Ron. Zashron.
Look, you
Zashron.
named him. I'm sorry.
I
It's
put
a hard
my
name.
hand on his
Zashron.
shoulder, and I'm just like, my man, if you can get me the best bow possible, I can get you whatever you
And
want.
I know you can
Man.
pronounce your R's, so don't even try pulling that like.
I can do Rolo.
Rolo.
Rolo. Yeah,
Don't
Rolo.
call him Wolo.
Listen, has anybody had the name that you've given us for them?
Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, you made
Tadrum.
you made Bonar Bronar,
Yeah.
but Bonar is so much funnier.
Anyways.
You
Alright.
it is.
Okay, so I don't think we can get to
Maybe,
these generals.
okay, we can. What we do is you turn into an owl, and the other person,
I get on
you
her back.
get on the other owl, and then I get on the owl, and I
Or-
throw javelins at them,
or we
and
could
you
just-
guys,
Leave them and let them get sucked.
one chance. So just
Oh, why'd you say that? That didn't sound right.
Okay.
they get this chance. They try to surrender.
If
So.
that didn't go on the radio, I'm sorry, but like that didn't sound right.
Do
Leave
they
them
have-
and let them get sucked.
Yeah.
Drain. Let them get drained.
Do they have
Go.
So no, let's
Just
do it.
because you-
Turn into an owl.
do they have arrows on
New
the
topic.
Feel free
They
to
have arrows on the ship
come down and grab somebody.
in the armory. They have arrows.
They can be made.
But I don't have immediate
Or
disposal.
actually, what am I doing?
Nobody. Everybody. When Zashron says that he can have something made in the armory for you, everybody there looks so like, because nobody else has met whatever's in the armory. Whatever runs the armory, nobody. Only Zashron has met it. Steve hasn't met him. Only Zashron. Zashron's the only person on this entire ship who knows what's inside that armory. He's the only person who's been in it. Even the guards who guard it, they don't look inside.
Okay.
Even Panda's like, but he doesn't know. He's just gasping because everyone else is gasping.
The door has this just enormous, just big circular lock that goes over both of the doors.
So he
Once
can have
you
them
get
made,
your
but can I
bow.
have them like now? But it would take time to have them made.
Yeah, but like, you ever see like, so like
MacGyver?
in a lot of wars they'll have standoffs where like they'll like it's like you're in a standoff right now. No one's making a move. You're both waiting for the other person to make the first move.
Right.
They're waiting for you to come in close because they don't have anything currently that can get to where you are.
Okay.
Well, at least not.
I'm asking if I can get
Big
the
enough
bow
that'll
or
hurt you.
arrows now. Like he said, I can have them made, but I'm saying now.
He has to wait for them to get made.
Okay, so that's what I was asking because I don't have many arrows left. I think I only have like.
He can have.
I think I have like 15 to 10.
Once you get your new
So-
bow, could I get your old one? I'm proficient in
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
He kind of invites you, but he also invites you guys to come and meet the sort of craftsman, the artisan who works there,
Okay.
the artificer. No, artificer.
Okay.
It's yeah. He invites you guys to meet him. Would you
I
guys come?
should stand my hand and say, my name is Cruven Spine
Yeah.
Crusher, Crusher of Spines.
Well, no, you guys
CEO
gotta
of
go,
Crush
like-
Spines.
Yeah, we have to go.
This
down
guy's
to the
below
army.
You're already ready.
I'm saying it out loud like I heard
I gotta
meet someone
practice.
and I what?
Zashron kind of like.
But like I'm introducing myself to another lizard folk, thinking that he's the guy that I'm supposed to meet.
He's just a dumb look on his face, like.
Okay, yeah, let's just.
He's just so confused.
Cruven, let's go. We gotta go there. We
So
have to go.
below
meet
deck,
I say it's a pleasure to meet you.
as far down as possible.
'Kay.
You get there, you see the description that I described to you, even though you haven't been there before. I just described it because I felt like it. All right, it's glowing. You hear clanking on the inside. You know.
I said, do we knock?
It's locked. So basically, Zashron. He
I like start going through keys.
he asks the guard. So basically, the lock on the door
Is on both the doors.
is a big circle. It's so you have both doors, right? So that's the door, right? And then it's got
Two keyholes.
Both doors have two just like slits, and so Zashron draws both of his weapons. These expertly crafted. They're like brass knuckles, but they're like long blades. So he like punches you. Like, his punches basically stab, but like they're not just like this long.
Got it.
They're the size of like a scimitar.
Gotcha.
You know, and he sits them both in it, and he turns them both like this.
Could I ask him now, what's your connection to the artisan or the artificer
Artificer.
in your
It's
ship?
weird, right?
Yeah.
In what?
In his ship.
Because
his
obviously there's a connection between the two of you if you're the only one that can open the doors.
He basically says like we sort of started this thing together. He's the brain on the brawn.
Nice.
He's like we both.
And I point and say, that's the Bronar.
He kind of leans in. He kind of leans in. He kind of whispers to you. He's like, we both kind of came from nothing, and gets right. Turns it right. When he turns it right, this mechanism. It doesn't like he doesn't have to push. This mechanism. The moment it happens,
You too.
it draws it open. The two guards on the outsides, they both look away. What you find is this. When the door opens, you just see sort of junk all over the place. But this junk, like, it's not junk in terms of its low quality. It's just like you can't make out what any of this stuff is. It's just like it's all these mechanisms all over the walls. Everything is covered with it. Everything is all clockwork. You have some things like you have these weird orbs glowing, powering these things. Like it's everything there is like half magic, half real.
D&D meets
And
hoarders.
you just see this gnome, right, with these goggles on his forehead, and this sort of like hair that goes down in front of his face. these like
No.
calloused hands. What?
Did you say a gnome?
That's what I was thinking of our one shot.
Calloused hands that are kind of wrapped up, sort of like this mechanic's clothing. I actually have a picture of him on my phone that I'll show
Cruven
you.
doesn't trust him. No,
But-
they're shady. You seen them in your gardens? Not doing anything good.
Not that kind of gnome. Corey doesn't like gnomes.
Yeah, why don't you like gnomes?
They're only weapons. He uses them as weapons.
talk about
He literally has picked. He's told me about stories where he's played Pathfinder and he's picked up a gnome and he's used the gnome as an improvised weapon. All they are is just walking bats
I should have played a gnome.
that can heal. Their when they break a bone, it'll heal over time.
I mean, you would have advantage
Like
with
I-
stealth. No one would
What
see
about
you.
spine?
Yeah.
What about spine? Do their spines heal over time?
Okay. So let's see the dude.
I gotta.
I became spine crusher
Okay,
for
so
one
can you
reason.
talk while you're finding him? Because we're
yeah,
running
I can,
to
but
the
it'll just be a ton of stutters. So you
'Kay.
guys discuss. Kind of maybe make assumptions as to what you think.
Okay, well, so once we meet this dude, are we gonna try and do the generals, or we're just gonna take off? I think.
I think that at
we
this
try and do
point,
generals. If it doesn't work, we gotta take off. But
Yeah.
I think that's worth
So
one
one shot to
one
go at him?
opportunity.
I don't want to get shot while I'm flying.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Because that
concerned
brings
about.
us all
if
down.
they have, we're gonna do two things. She's gonna shoot, and we're gonna fire the cannons just over them to create some kind of distraction.
So I could use my sneak attack thing if they're being distracted.
Distraction.
By
I
the
mean, they
cannons.
can't reach us anyway.
No, we're gonna distract, like startle them, so that the guards have an opportunity to run.
If they want to.
Yeah.
I imagine that happening and then lightning coming down and absorbing them as they run. Because.
Well, he's already absorbing them now.
Yeah.
So why
Wait.
not finish
So
the job
are
while
we
they're
gonna
still in
take
reach?
off before they do the cannons, or are they gonna? Are we gonna take off?
We're gonna.
So to clarify
fire
for
the
you,
cannons
that's what
and
Zashron
then
looks like.
See.
Those are his weapons in his hands. That is what he looks like. And then what this gnome looks like.
So we're gonna take off before
Yeah,
they
scroll.
cannon.
No, why would we take off
So the
before?
gnome-
Like as the guards are running towards
All I
us,
think
we
it
leave.
was Is that this gnome? This place is
Psych.
surrounded with books. Most of them opened. All of them definitely have been read multiple times.
I like this gnome.
He's got a rat on his shoulder.
I
I
like
like this
gnome.
rat.
He has a rat on his shoulder. He has a weird weapon on his back. And that's what it
Like
looks
behind the spine.
I want to befriend him. That's my mission,
He
guys.
kind of looks like an edgy gnome.
Gnomes.
This is a cool looking gnome. I spent a lot of time on him.
Gnome's a gnome.
Why don't you be kind? A gnome's a gnome. A gnome's a gnome, no matter how small.
I know
Okay.
what he's
Gnome.
up to.
Okay. Hello, my dear friend.
Oh well, when you walk in,
I look around for him.
when you
I
walk
don't
in,
realize that he's not in my eyesight, so I'm just like look around for him. I don't see him.
he is. He's specifically a rock gnome. He is kind of beating on this this big, just like sort of it's like a large construct humanoid clockwork thing.
Like a golem?
Oh,
It's a golem.
I like that.
He's beating on it, right? And it and he's
See, this is
yelling
why I
at
don't
it.
like gnomes. He's
He's-
beating on this poor defenseless golem.
He's yelling at it, and he's like, "Will you wake up, you big lug of junk?" Right?
See, that's so mean.
Could I do an arcana
It's
check
so
on the
vicious.
golem?
And he's like, "Oh my gosh, another loose connection." He's like, "You need to take better care of yourself." And he's like, "And I know you can hear me." He motions so that the rat jumps and climbs into this construct, and you just hear sort of like and then you hear just like sort of like sparks, like a short circuit, and then but it's not a short circuit, just your sparks, and then all of a sudden the rat comes kind of like jumping out, and then this thing kind of boots up, and it's just, this thing is like, its eyes kind of like flicker to life, you know?
I look at it thinking that it's the artisan. I say, my name is Cruven Spine Crusher, Crusher of Spine, CEO of the Crush Spine.
It motions at you. When it opens its mouth, it's sort of this very kind of deep sort of sound.
That's a weird sound that I made.
This is the only sound that it can make. It's just a kind of constant hum, but it kind of does it on and off. So it's like,
I say, nice to meet you.
So it's very on and off, but it's like that, but it's more of a growl type thing.
So deep and resonating.
Yeah, it's sort of like when it's very bassy, and
A new language. Study it.
Study it.
each of its like it has sort of like power cells all throughout its body with all kinds. It's made of all kinds of weird metal. It's like beautiful madness. It's crafted very nice.
Without hesitating, I go to investigate it because
Well, let me just finish describing it. It's very. I don't want to monologue too much. I know I have been. It's very.
Without hesitating, I break it.
It's very beautiful looking, and it looks like it's clearly like. It looks like it's thrown together like unplanned, but you can tell that it was also put together very methodical. But to like your untrained eye, your untechnical, like you don't know this sort of thing. To you, it looks like it's just a big mess, but it's clearly been put together to like be a like perfectly working machine, even though it looks ugly to you guys.
I love it.
It's so ugly, it's cute, I guess. But it's like this big, like it's like the Iron Giant, but smaller.
Got it.
But it doesn't look like that. Again, not sponsored. But the gnome is sort of like it's got a raspy voice, but it's kind of also like high pitched, so it's like come on. But it's a lot deeper than I can't really do the voice, but it's like it's like a come on, you lug of junk, you know, like kind of that cartoony, like almost like kind of how Peter Pan sounds. That's kind of his voice, and he's sort of like just hammering on this thing. He's like, come on. Is like, can we get our work done? And then he notices that, and then all of a sudden he stops, and he's kind of embarrassed, and he sees that you guys are here. He looks at Zashron, and he's like, what's going on? Why are these people here? And he's like, and why is that one fat? And he points at Corey.
Cruven.
Cruven,
Who says that?
the gnome.
The gnome says it?
That's all you know is that he's a gnome. That's all you can tell.
I'm not even listening to him.
A specifically distracted and very cheery gnome. He's very not cheery, but he's very confident.
could I
He's
just
not arrogant. He's
Oh,
confident.
all gnomes are arrogant.
No, he's not arrogant. He's very.
No, he's a gnome.
He's very kind, but he's still very confident. Like he knows what he's good at, and he knows what he's bad at.
could I look over the books, like just glance over to see what he's been interested in when he's reading?
And he sincerely called you fat. He didn't call you fat in a mean way.
I still haven't noticed him.
I like how it looks like I just pointed at the camera and said you're fat. Like you're fat. No. Anywho.
Do I roll for perception?
Well, that's what you guys see. That's passive perception.
Okay.
If you want to take a closer look, you can. But you want to not hesitate, and do what?
I wanted to just go and investigate the construct.
I thought
And then I wanted to see the books too, but the construct intrigued me.
Okay. Well, Zashron tells the gnome that he needs something like a bow and arrow built, and he's like, "Well, can't I just make another thunder cannon?" He kind of gestures at his own, like this long rifle he made, and he's like, "It won't be as good, but I can." He's like, "No, we need a bow because you're not professional with thunder cannons."
Yeah.
So he agrees. He's like, "But I'm not gonna make like just a regular." But he's like, "I'm gonna make it fancy. You're about to get a high tech bow."
By the way, I'm carrying my armor. Just like, I'm not wearing it though. But I'm just kind of like carrying it.
Like it's someone you once loved.
No, like it's just like, I'm really indifferent
wish.
about it. Because like, she gave it to me, but like, it's ugly.
Hey, how about you ask to get it painted?
Get what painted?
The armor.
That's a great idea. I'll ask him later.
Okay. Anyways, high tech bow. Yes.
All right. Yeah. He says he's like, I'll make it. He's like, come back in 2 hours.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, we don't have 2 hours.
He shakes your hand, but his hand is like way smaller than yours. Like he shakes it, but he's very sincere to you. You can tell he likes you. You can tell he likes you, and you can tell he likes you.
Oh,
Likes
the
all
next
of
one
you.
of us.
May I also ask for some arrows that come with it?
You can also tell like he kind of doesn't entirely know you're there. Like it's weird. Like he's not.
He's spaced
He's
out.
not very
distracted.
he's not very social. Like he hasn't
Yeah, I
met.
don't know he's there either.
You can tell that he's only met so many people in his life. Like he's met a lot of people, but not as much as most people have.
Can I also ask for some
Socially not-
arrows to come with that? Just a sheath of arrows?
Oh, he's like the arrows. Trust me, like that's the fun part.
Okay.
He is excited for the arrows.
Sweet.
I don't know if you know this, but like you ever watch like you ever see like Hawkeye or like Green Arrow?
The elemental arrows.
Yeah, like or sort of like that, but
You're good.
You're good. but like they're like special heroes, like they have like net arrows and like punching bag arrows, things like that, but more of like a D&D like fighting style type thing. So.
Got it. Very excited.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, my dear friend.
He's excited and he says, "Hey," he tells Asher, he's like, "Hey, is V here?" He's like, "Because I'm gonna need her help. There's some things." He's like, "I need to place an order for this." Because remember, he can do the mechanical and he can do the magic stuff. He just has to get the materials. And
Did V take her whole shop with her?
V's got connections. It's just a matter of reminding.
I know people on this boat.
So V has the she has the ability to get magic items, but only select few people know how to remind her how to do it. Like she's the only person who has the ability to, but she doesn't always remember how to. So like certain things, she needs certain people's help remembering how to get. So he can help her. He can like get like, for instance, like the equivalent of magical batteries out of her, whereas somebody else might be able to get more of magical items. But they have to remind her how she used to get them before she lost.
Because Pippi is her
Before
nephew
she
too,
lost
right?
her long-term and short-term memory.
Okay, so
Yeah, Pippi knows how to get certain things.
we'll get V for you. Time, I think.
Basically, every
don't have time for an
person you
attack,
meet
I don't
who is a meaningful NPC
We do that
has sort of a key, has somewhat of a key
Okay.
to her useful memory. You know, they have a key kind of to her consciousness, and they can kind of help unlock and get you certain things out of her.
Well, I didn't want to wait 2 hours, so I want to see if they can fire the cannons to happen like just behind the guards to create a distraction while the other guards run.
All right,
that
so
want
yeah,
to escape.
well, V gets sent, Zashran gets V. You guys all leave. You stay, I'm sure, with the machine.
No, she's coming
You
with.
wanted to
I
stay with the
thought-
Golem, right? Golem, and you wanted to see the books. You wanted to chat.
Wanted to chat.
Well, because you wanted to go be sort of like the general and go like do your army stuff. You needed
wanna
the
go do
bow,
my
so I
army
guess
stuff.
you'd probably.
I have what we were gonna do is I was gonna ride her as a
Where's
owl,
my owl? You have free.
and then take my short bow and get closer to.
So you're gonna
Be
take
in
her out.
range.
Do you want to stay and talk to the Golem? Or
I do want to make connections and learn a bit more.
We have a lot of time to do that. We're gonna be on this ship for a while.
No. I think she's saying she more so wants to be able to role play it.
Okay.
Because I can say it happens over the summer, but I
Yeah.
think she actually wants to like,
Okay.
have the conversation.
All right. So
Just like how he wants to actually meet the golems, he doesn't want me to just say that it happened.
okay. So I'll animal handle. Hopefully your owl.
Yeah.
You do have my
So here's
Okay.
what our plan
That
is.
definitely goes a long way with your owl.
Yeah.
Our plan is that they'll shoot their cannons to land just behind the bad generals to distract them. She'll swoop down, fire a couple arrows, and then that way it will give the opportunity for the guards who want to flee to flee.
So the owl's gonna swoop by. So my short bow is in range to the generals, so I can try and.
It's a good plan. It really is, and I think it's gonna. I personally think that if you roll it, it'll work. If you come up with one more thing to add to it to make it foolproof, but I mean, if you roll great, then it's gonna happen anyways.
And one more thing to add it to.
But you've got you've got sort of a little missing piece. There's like a variable that you guys are forgetting. That's sort of the most important one.
I think V.
Let's
No,
see. Maybe you
Fair
guys can
choice.
come up with by the next show. You're listening to 8.1 The Exile Radio. That's all the time we have because it is 7:10. So we got to pack up. Thank you so much for listening. You can check out our social media: Instagram, Twitter, and I believe Facebook. We have Facebook, right?
Well,
No.
just 89.1 XL
Yeah,
Radio.
just Exile
Facebook.
Radio.
We have the Exile Radio Facebook, but if you want the DJs and Dragons one specifically, go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter. They're followed by the Exile Radio, so you can do that. You can also check out our YouTube channel, DJs and Dragons. See you next week when we sort of wrap this whole season up and they escape the city.
I sent my bear to go get it.
Cut.